Well, it certainly has been hot over the last week or so, but how does the hot weather stack up against the warmest Junes of all time? Meteorologist Robert Suhr has that answer in this week's Weather Why. Take it away, Robert.
Yeah, it's been hot, and that's a good question. How does it stack up? And I did dig through some numbers, and I was kind of surprised with some of the results. Now, remember earlier in the show, we were talking about that magic number. If you remember it, yes, you're correct if you're sitting on your couch. It was 1953, which we'll get to here in a second. Now, we'll start with the individual temperatures. In Fayetteville at Drake Field, it has reached 101 degrees 4 times in June since records began. It's happened 3 times in June where they've gotten to 100 degrees, and it's happened 3 times as well where Drake Field has gotten to 99 degrees. In Fort Smith, 106 has happened 4 times in the month of June all time, as well as 105 degrees, and then 104 degrees has happened 3 times since record keeping began over 100 years ago. Now, in terms of the warmest overall June, that's right, there's that magic number, 1953, where we averaged for the month an overall temperature of just under 81 degrees. That is staggering. That's where we had average highs and lows around 94 and 67, followed by 2011, where we were about 1.5 degrees shy of that. And in 1952 was the 3rd warmest June on record, just 0.2 degrees outside of 2011, where the average high was 78.4. In Fort Smith and in the River Valley, you can see in 2011, so those numbers are flipped between 2011 and 1953. 2011 was the warmest June on record in Fort Smith at 85, the average temperature. And in 1953, which was the warmest at Drake Field, it was 2nd warmest in Fort Smith, 84.6. But what about this June? Yes, it has been stupidly hot lately. But don't forget that 5 out of the first 10 days at Drake Field were below average. In fact, some of those warnings crept into the upper 40s. In Fort Smith, 8 out of the first 10 days this month were below average. So even though it has been ridiculously hot, Paul, we probably won't come that close to some of these numbers because we had such a cool opening to the month. Now, if you have weather questions, you can always send them to us or tune in each Sunday around this time for some more weather knowledge.
All right, very insightful, Robert. Thanks.